from four
Oh,
little
wow.
people. And then we wind up getting, you know, and it's incredible. We've had bishops write for us, priests write for us. Even Cardinal Pierre was willing once to let us publish an article. It was one of his talks, but to publish it on our site in his name as an author. And the same with Cardinal Tobin. So we've had, you know, some big names, and then Austin Ivory, the Pope's biographer. We've had some sort of big time Vatican journalists who, you know, if they write in Italian or, you know, Spanish or French, they'll give it to us to publish in English. And it really just, you know, it just all kind of came organically. And you know, we put a lot of work into it. So it's, I mean, it's good to be appreciated. Unfortunately, you know, people just want to dismiss us out of hand. And I mean, we do give certain people a hard time from time to time, and people get really upset, but or they just ignore us or try to pretend we don't exist. But we've never published anything that we didn't think, or at least that the author didn't think was true.
Yeah.
I published things, like, for example, there was one article that we published a while back. Sister Gabriella, we have a cloistered Carmelite nun who writes for us regularly. She wrote an article suggesting that the Latin Mass have an ordinariate, you know, sort of like the Anglicans did. And me personally, I don't think that that's a good idea. Like, that, just prudentially, I disagree with her.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, you know what? This falls within the scope of what we do. It's, you know, it's organized, it's written, it makes an argument. Don't buy it, but I don't think that just because I happen to disagree, you know, have a difference of opinion on how a situation should be handled, I didn't think that was worth, you know, I thought it deserved to be published. And
Yeah.
it's funny because Pedro Gabriel and I will have a little disagreement about this or that. And, you know, we'll publish, you know, we used to work together very closely as sort of editor and writer. Now he's doing his videos and everything. But, you know, there would be things where I'd be like, oh, you know, I want to change this sentence because I disagree with it. But it's like, no, he's faithful. This is his interpretation. These are his words. And so we're going to, you know, so let's publish what he wanted to say. And
I love Pedro. You
yeah,
know, he came on.
yes, I watched that.
So
It was very good.
I have a question. Well, thank you for posting it on where Peter is too. I have a question for you, Mike. Did you run your article after you saw this, what David or Daniel O'Connor, how he smeared you? Did you do your own test?
Yes,
Your
and
own
this is the
AI
thing
test?
this is the thing that's kind of weird. So there was that, I forget what the name of the site is that his was run through. He was using a free version of that software. I don't know, you know, something out of the University of Maryland, my alma mater. So, but what I did was I went on that site and I got the, you know, the 7-day free trial of the full version. And I ran my Father Ripperger article through that, and it gave me 31%. Whereas he supposedly used the same site and got 100%. So I honestly don't know. I mean, I ran it through a few other ones, and it was more like 8 to 10%, which feels
That's what I was getting too.
about right to
2%,
me.
8%. Yeah.
But I mean, so in the end, you know, I'm not gonna say that there was any kind of you know, that there was anything. Yeah, what was the website? Sorry, I'm looking at it now.
Let me look at it. Hold
You
on. Let
zoomed
me pull
in.
up the larger one.